Well, spring's finally here, my favourite time of year. I'm going to do a bivvy bag wild camp. It's not set to rain, so no tarp, just a bivvy bag. I mean, I've brought a tarp, but just in case. But hopefully clear skies and see the stars. Nothing better than sleeping out in the open, especially in the spring, waking up to the dawn chorus. Can't beat it. So what I've done is I've packed everything to my smallest bag. This is a 18 litre Bergen. It's so much nicer having to just carry a lightweight bag into the woods. So I think it's just a perfect size, this. I've had to attach my sleeping bag to the outside, but everything else is nicely stowed away in all the pockets and the main compartment. And don't get me wrong, you can still stuff quite a lot of kit into a 18 litre bag. This is my sleep system, so I've got a tarp, bivvy bag, I brought a hammock just to get me off the ground, a sleep mat, a sleeping bag, and that's just a footprint to keep me off the damp ground. So I mean, you can't really reduce your sleeping system a great deal. So I've got some gloves, a hat if it gets cold tonight, 2 litres of water. This wood has no natural water supply, so I've got to bring my own water, so 2 litres of water, that'll do me for tonight. Pan to boil the water, 2 pans to cook food in, a plate and a frying pan. This is a carbon steel frying pan. This is just the food I've got, some coffee and tea, some sugar, an axe, a saw and a little knife. So yeah, it's more than enough for tonight. So I'll be cooking my evening meal and a breakfast. So I think that's about as minimal as I can get that. It just makes for a nicer walk in, just into a small, it is small, 18 litre rucksack. I'll put a ridge line up just in case it rains later, so I can get a tarp up quite quickly. Hopefully it wouldn't. I can stay out and see the stars. But one good thing about this, I can hang the bivvy from it in case the mosquitoes get a problem. But later on in the night, I can leave this open but have the mesh closed. Borrowed an old tent bag for a sleeping bag, which fits perfectly. I can hook this underneath my rucksack and carry it underneath. I'm looking forward to the dawn chorus in the morning. That's what I look forward to. The birds will wake me up and they'll be my alarm call. That's why it's so nice to be in a bivvy bag. You're open to the elements, you can hear everything. I'm going to get ready for bed. Do my usual routine, boots off, upside down, put them on 2 little posts so nothing can crawl in. Put a warm hat on. I've got some long johns, I'll change into those, take these damp trousers off. Got some gloves. And spend the evening next to the fire. And climb into my bivvy bag. Yeah, it's a lovely time of day this. Birds still singing. The owls have just started calling. This is Dryad Saddle Fungus. When you first cut it, it smells a bit like watermelon. It's quite easy to tell. There's not much of a fungus what looks like this. It's also pheasant's back fungus. The patterns are supposed to look like pheasant's feathers. I'm only taking a bit of this, more enough there. There's more coming, more growing. It's an old ash stump. They like stumps because there's still lots of sugars in there from the roots. So they grow quite prolific. So I'm going to slow fry this in butter, along with some wild garlic, and make a nice vegetarian omelette. with my limited knowledge, I've only managed to find a few things in the wood. I mean, some are more palatable than others. These are elm seeds. I like these. These taste a bit like cucumber, quite refreshing. I've got lime leaves. Again, young lime leaves. Once they go past a certain stage, they become bitter. So again, same for the beech and for hawthorn. Got herb Robert, bit of a coriander taste, so that might add a bit of extra depth to the salad. Got violet leaves. These are dog violets. Not like the sweet violets, but they're still edible. Garlic mustard. Found a few dandelion leaves. Some edible flowers. That's about it, really. I've quite got used to the flavour of bramble, the tops of brambles, the young growth. It's quite a nutty flavour to it. And wood sorrel. That's about it, really. Struggling to find anything else. I mean, there's other things you can have for soups and teas. I've got some nettle leaves I'll make a nice tea out of. Yeah, lots of things you can have for soups, but for salads this time of year, in this woodland anyway, you're limited to what you can use. So I'll get these washed and make a quick salad. Might not look much, might actually not taste of much, but I think it's got to be good for you. You think of our ancestors, this time of year, early spring, all this stuff's in abundance, stuff that they haven't been able to get throughout the winter. I mean, some of it's quite bland, but for me, the beech leaves, they're the best. That lovely apple taste to them. The lime leaves, not as strong but still nice and refreshing. And I love the elm seeds. These are nice and refreshing, just taste like cucumber. I think, oh no, all together. Nice meal. Sprinkled in some wild garlic flowers, some herb Robert. Herb Robert gives a bit of a coriander taste. The violet leaves, flowers. Dandelion leaves. They all give that slightly different taste to them, all together. Nice meal. You just know they're doing you good. Just do myself a nettle tea as well and see if there's smoke. Quite a lot of smoke. But the young bramble leaves as well. Nice nutty taste to them. Very nice. I'm all packed away in my 18 litre Bergen. I think it's been quite successful. I think you've got to organise it right, you've got to get the right things in each pouch. Got my tarp in this front one, my brew kit, my fire lighting kit, my sleeping bag underneath, my bivvy bag, it's actually inside with my pans. But I mean, I think less is more, you don't need a great deal of kit. It's nice just to be able to throw your bag on your back and hike. You don't want it weighing down. I think it'd make an ideal day pack as well. 18 litres. Doesn't sound much, but you can get a lot in there. It looks a nice pack as well. Looks the business. But I've got to get off and leave it while the birds are still singing and the sun's still shining. Got a few jobs to do. So unfortunately I've got to go. But it's looking good. Say, love this time of year.